Hey guys, today we are talking about the Studio Series Nest Bumblebee and the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, and I'll be deciding on which one of the two is better and which one I'd recommend. So we're starting with the Nest Bumblebee. It is a gray and silver repaint of the off-road Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie. And I gotta be honest, this is one of my favorite deluxe figures of all time. It's got great posability. I think it integrates the weapon the best. You know, it actually looks like it's coming out of the hand instead of ones where it just looks like it plugs over the hand. I think it clears up very well. It's very posable. It doesn't have any, or has kibble, but not too much of it. I think one of the biggest issues with it is that the arms can't really go back too far, and tires get in the way. But I mean, they're in the accurate position, so I can't be too mad at it. So overall, I do think this is a great figure. Now we have the Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, and this one I also think is great. I love the old Camaro alt mode that Bumblebee has, and I wish we got more of it in the movies. But I was super excited when I first saw this figure. It just looked awesome. And I think one of the only issues I really have with it are it's lacking a bit of paint in some areas. Like this blade here, it's just completely yellow. You couldn't even add some silver to it or something. And I do think the gun, well, I think it's sculpted a bit better. It does get painted a bit worse, so... But other than that, I do really like it. It poses well again. I do like the door rings. I always prefer a Bumblebee with the door rings. And I like, you know, how you can see the bars on it. And that is something I wish the design in the actual movie did. Because if you notice in the movie when he transforms, he just, all those off-road parts disappear. And that was a bit bothersome. Now, when it comes to which one of these is better, it's very hard to say, because I like the yellow, you know, I'll always prefer a yellow Bumblebee over a gray one, and I know there's a yellow one of this, but it's kind of hard to find. But I do prefer the yellow and some of the colors on this, although I do prefer how the paint is made on this one. It's definitely sprinkled throughout it a lot better than this one. Although I do like the overall design of this more than this one. I also really wish this off-road Nest one came with a blade, because I think that's one of the biggest issues with the off-road Bumblebee mold, is that it just doesn't have a blade. And that was one of the coolest parts about Bumblebee in that Bumblebee movie, is he actually had a sword that came out of his arm like this. And it's weird because this one doesn't have it, but the Rise of the Beast one has it, even though he never uses a blade in Rise of the Beast. So yeah, I think I've got everything I need to say about the robot modes said. We can now transform these. So now we have both of these in their alt modes, and I gotta admit, it's pretty hard to pick a favorite with this one. Because, I mean, well, I did say that I love old Camaro Bumblebee. It is very interesting to see him turn into something different like this, and they actually executed it pretty well with the seats and the steering wheel. The green windows are a great touch, and the Nest logo. You also got the tire on the back, that's pretty cool. And there's not a lot of kibble aside from the arms sticking out, which funnily enough, the Rise of the Beast one also has the arms sticking out of the bottom. But yeah, this is a great alt mode, and I hope we do get more unique alt modes like this in the future. And now for the Rise of the Beast one, this is just awesome looking Camaro. Like the black and the yellow go so well together, and I gotta admit the yellow looks a lot better off of the camera, because the camera usually just makes the yellow look a little bit worse, but in person it just looks amazing. It's got some clear windows. I usually don't like clear windows that much, but I do think the inside's pretty clean. And yeah, I do like this, the off-road tires, all the stripes look very good on this, all the roll bars and the bumper. It's just a great looking alt load, and both of them are great looking. They both roll very well, and they'll both probably look great on your shelf with the rest of the figures. But the big question is still there on which one is best. And I guess it really just depends on which design you like more, and me personally, I do prefer this one for the design and this one for the play, because I do like messing with this one more than this one, because, well, I do like posing this one around. The joints on this one just feel a bit more smooth, and the transformation is definitely better in this one, but this one just looks great on a shelf compared to this one, which looks pretty good on a shelf. But yeah, I think that should be it. Thank you for watching the video, and goodbye.